Hi, this is Lane8492. This is the first of two true crime story videos I'm doing today. This one was first in the case. This one was in the state in Tennessee in Union County. This was the case of these two perpetrators, Ronald David Martin, who was 16, and Stephen Michael West. Of course, Martin went by Ronnie. You see, Stephen Michael West and Ronald David Martin knew each other because they were co-workers at a McDonald's, and after they had spent the night drinking, they went roaming around a neighborhood. And there they spotted the trailer home of the Romines residents. And apparently the two there were 51-year-old Wanda Lou Romines and her 15-year-old daughter Sheila Romines. Apparently Ronald David Martin went to school with Sheila Ann Romines, and he asked her out, and she rejected him. And he felt at that time that she humiliated him and embarrassed him. And the two went into the house to ask for help, and that's when the horror unfolded. There they both, Stephen Michael West and Ronald David Martin, both attacked 51-year-old Wanda Lou Romines and 15-year-old Sheila Romines, and stabbed both of them to death. And sadly, 15-year-old Sheila Ann Romines had been sexually assaulted by the two. The husband/father wasn't there because he had left for work at 5 a.m. that day, named Jack Romines. And sadly, the bodies would be discovered by Jack Romines after he had just gotten home from work. An investigation would lead to the arrest of 16-year-old Ronald David Martin and 23-year-old Stephen Michael West. Stephen Michael West was put on trial for the double murders since he was an adult, was found guilty and sentenced to death. Now, in order to send Ronald David Martin to Tennessee's death row, he would have to be tried as an adult, but he did not give the court that opportunity because he pled guilty and got 2 life sentences, which he's currently serving. He's eligible for parole in the year 2027, but even if he was sentenced to death, his sentence would have been commuted to life, being that he was 16 at the time, after in 2005, Roper v. Simmons struck down the death penalty for those who commit crimes under the ages of 18. And of course, Jack Romines, the husband/father of the two victims, died in 2008 from a heart attack at the age of 69, and he asked a family friend to carry on the mission, which was Edward Campbell. As for Stephen Michael West, his time eventually would run out, and he was served his death warrant, setting it for August 15th, 2019. And just a few days prior to his execution, West was moved to the death house at the Riverbend Maximum Security Institution near Nashville, Tennessee. And his last meal would consist of a Philly cheese steak sandwich and French fries. And on August 15th, 2019, at the age of 56, not making it to 57, Stephen Michael West is put to death in Tennessee's newly built electric chair at the Riverbend Maximum Security Institution on the outskirts of Nashville, Tennessee. Now, as for Edward West, the family relative who's carrying out the mission for Jack Romines, being that Jack Romines died in 2008, his next goal is to make sure that Ronald David Martin is denied parole, that he never gets out of prison, which is his first parole hearing. Martin's first parole hearing is in 2 years, in the year 2027. Well, hope you enjoy this video and let me know what you think. Thanks.